Thanks so much, Vicki, for your attending at the kind of job crafting workshop. And we had a number of kind of follow-up questions that we had, and I'd like to just take some time to ask you a couple of those, if that's okay.
Yeah, great.
And the question we're going to ask you, and we know obviously in terms of supporting graduate careers is something that you're very passionate about and have a lot of experience in doing. And specifically relating to job crafting, what do you think that graduates should know about, and how can they kind of apply job crafting in their early career?
I think we can't get away from the current situation that we're in, can we? So no one knows what the job market's going to be like, and what jobs are going to exist, and what they're going to look like in the future. And that can feel really scary, particularly if you're coming to the end of your degree now and you were hoping for things to be different from September. But I think that this is a really good opportunity for graduates to think more broadly about their employability. So there's lots of research that suggests that job crafting links to employability, and that individuals who craft their roles tend to feel more secure about their employment inside and outside of organisations. And so their perceptions of their own employability are elevated if they can craft their roles. And I guess if we follow that argument through, there's potentially some things that graduates can do to sort of protect their employability and enhance their career sustainability. So the skills you're learning now, you can apply them to your career throughout.
Okay.
My own professional doctorate suggested that individuals can craft their career as well as their job. So it's not just about the job that you're doing, but it's about thinking about your whole career collectively. And I think there's probably 4 things that I would say are quite important. One is about knowing your value. So don't dismiss the learning and experience that you've got that could be valuable for organisations. I think there's a tendency to sort of dismiss the theoretical knowledge and think it doesn't count. But, you know, how fantastic is a combination of someone who knows the theory and someone who knows the practice, and they can have a discussion to kind of work through.
Wow,
so
yeah.
bring your theory to your employer. What experience do you have that you can offer? So this could be to a new employer, or it could be to your existing employer. And often employers, I think, don't know what graduates can do, what skills they have, what they've learned on their degree. So there's a responsibility there for you as a graduate to tell them. You can use social media. It's never been easier, really, has it, to get your opinion out there. So, you know, for example, in relation to evidence-based practice, if you've been learning about evidence in your degree, can you share some evidence with an organisation or with multiple organisations using social media that might get them interested? You know, what's the evidence on wellbeing interventions, for example? Can you share that? I think the second thing is, don't be overly focused on job titles, and think about your job search behaviour. So if you want a new job, or you want your job to be different, don't spend all of your time just looking for job titles on job search websites. I think, yes, that's a great strategy, but it's not the only strategy. Think beyond job titles. Think about, you know, the content of a job. What does the job and person specification say? But also, can you, in the current job that you're doing, can you get a little bit more experience? Another thing is networking. So not just networking events, but also the people in your network. Can you harness the support of individuals that you already know? Does someone that you know work for an organisation that you're interested in, for example? Can you get experience? Can you ask for some experience in that way? And you will already have a fantastic network. It's just about being aware of who those individuals are that are currently in your network. And I guess finally, it's about opportunity, and you can gain experience in lots of different ways. Sometimes, yes, it's by moving jobs, but sometimes, as we know in job crafting, it's about getting more out of the job that you're currently doing. Can you ask for more challenging tasks? Can you change how you think about your role? Perhaps you're working in, I don't know, in retail. There could be human resources or marketing functions, and there might be opportunities for you to get a little bit of experience, to shadow someone, or to offer some value in those areas as well. So I guess be open-minded, and remember that a career is such a cliche, but it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Wow, I love that. So the idea of looking at the longer term aspect, and maybe thinking beyond job crafting into career crafting, and those
Exactly.
4 tips that you could have talked about building your values, around making the most of your networks and relationships, around trying to make the most of the job that you've got, and kind of trying new things. They're really helpful advice there. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for your time, Vicki.
No worries. Thanks.